Good evening, friends. Welcome to my channel, Positivity with Geeta Iyengar. You know what? Today we are going to see how most of the situations do we react or we respond. Everywhere you go, you hear great saints telling, please respond, don't react. It is very damaging. But then what happens? Most of the time, for no rhyme or reason, you are just reacting. And then you are completely go into a burnout situation because that is not what you are meant to be. You are not supposed to react like that. Why do you react when you can respond? Responding requires a lot of strength, a lot of energy, a lot of courage, and a lot of grit. Reacting is just spontaneous, and every time you react for in a negative way, it kills you every day. Every moment you are dying, and that unnatural death is very harmful for you. So let's analyze this fact. There are people, we all react. When you're angry, you react. You get somebody, a simple thing like a saying, will you do this for me? No, I'm not going to do it. You know what? Your mother-in-law is going to come to our house. She's saying, no way. Daughter-in-law is going to get nothing doing. And such reactions sometimes lead to different kind of breakage in or divorce in the family, separation, disastrous emotional situation, and lot of emotional burnout on the person who's reacting. It's not everyday reactions also happen. For example, a simple thing, they said, come on, tomorrow you have to travel. Say, oh no, I'm not going to. And then we analyze, what is this problem? Why is this person reacting in this way? What is happening? Why are we all reacting to such situations and making a downfall of ourselves? Every time you react, your emotional quotient comes down, your intelligent level comes down, because at that time your reasoning power doesn't work. It's some kind of uneasiness, some kind of disconnectivity in your mind which makes you react like that. And you will use foul language, abusive language. You may also go to violent situations and you don't realize why you did that. And this is a very dangerous thing. So sometimes we say the personality, this person avoid, because the minute you talk to her, this is how she is going to react. You have already seen that. In most of the cases, we see that. And another thing you have to see, this personality trait, from where it has come. It has come from your cultural background. You have to see how people have tolerated you. Nobody has told you that this is not the way to behave. This is wrong. Don't do that. Look at yourself. You are going to kill yourself like this emotionally. That is another reason. Emotional quotient, your EQ, the emotional aspect is just an outburst, and then you calm down. But then imagine who is going through the loss, you and you alone. So the emotional factors also play a part. And then you have already got information that if I have to go by train, this will happen. If I go by plane, there'll be an accident. If I do this, I will die. Some kind of fear, unknown fear, imaginative fear comes into you. So all these informations, all these kind of factors play a havoc in your emotion, and that is the reason you react. You don't respond. So somebody tells you, can my friends come for dinner? So nothing doing. I don't want anybody to come. This is a very abnormal reaction. And you can make out, why should we react like that? It is absolutely waste. When we can respond, look at the situation, focus on the situation. When the person is coming, like I always talk about, this in-law syndrome is something which you cannot solve. Why is it happening? We do not know. The minute you say mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, some kind of phobia comes there and you are only reacting. Very few cases where people respond. So if you look at it as, instead of threat, look at that as an opportunity, then your life will be wonderful. You look at it, maybe that person has come, maybe nobody is bad in this world. It is all your perspective, that perspective which you have gathered through information, that perspective that you have gathered through hearsay, and it is there in your mind, and your mind works in that particular way. Then only you can correct your mind. Now, how will you correct your mind? So you have to need a friend, you need a peers, your friend age group, your family members. You can tell them, share the scene what happened, because every time you have an emotional outburst when you react, you become weak. So, if you want to improve yourself, if you don't want to improve, then you die your own death. But if you want to improve yourself, then you have to consult a mentor, you have to consult your family members, consult some friend who will help you to come out of it. And you also introspect, you also sit quietly in one place and see, why did I react like that when I could have responded? Every day, write down how many times I reacted unnecessarily and what happened in the process. Nothing has changed. You have become weak, emotionally weak, and all your energy is strained. So, therefore, you can meditate, you can do deep breathing, you can sit quietly for some time and pause. And how you manage, that is the only way you can manage the stress that you have invited unnecessarily. So this is a common feature which thing that we hear every day. All of us are reacting, but then you have to work on yourself. Then say, okay, the same reaction, I could have done it in a different way. So, okay, yesterday when this person said this, I told like this. Tomorrow, when such a thing happens, I'm going to observe myself. I will control that and respond. And you see, you want to say no, fine, but there's a way of saying that no. And when you say that properly, you are composed, you are calm, you are well, your well being is taken care of, and the other person also doesn't get hurt. The more you hurt another person, you will get still worse your situation. If 10% you have hurt them, 20% you have already damaged yourself. So don't allow yourself to be in that situation where you have to again work on yourself. So instead of that, work on yourself and understand that how best I could have responded for that reaction of mine, that negative reaction of mine. Think about it. And when you do that, you will realize, oh, I have assessed myself. Write down every day. I reacted. All of us react. Don't you think when you get angry, what do? You throw things, you hit yourself, you hit your against the wall, or you abuse your husband, or you abuse your wife, you abuse your children, because you're only reacting. And why are you doing that? You're not meant for that. You are supposed to be a rational animal. So rationalize that view. You have every opportunity to sit and find out. Every day we have to do a regular exercise and find out how I can control my temper, because if I don't control, that temper will control me and I will be nowhere. Mentally, you are gone. Think like that. Reactions are not going to build your personality in any form. You're already collapsing. So please remember, all of us, when we react, let's respond to it. Responding means what? We have to be calm, understand the situation, and talk to that person. And you can, it doesn't mean you're going to accept their ways, but be open to things. You understand every challenges in life, face it. Why do you imagine beforehand that there will be an accident before traveling? We all do that. Oh my God, you're going there. What if there is rain? What if there is flood? What if that plane crashes? This is not how life, it crashes, it crashes. But you don't put that in the air. Don't put that in the air, because energy works that way. Be positive. Work over it, think over it. Why am I always saying these negative things? What, from where has it come? And you were not born with those things, so that you have every right to control it. So also remember, always look at your reactions every day, work on it, try to respond. You'll be a better person. And let me tell you, your emotional intelligence will enhance your personality, and you will be in a better position to take up challenges, and you would be able to convert all the threats in your life into a wonderful opportunity. So, friends, look at this matter seriously, work on yourself to be a better person, happier person, enhance your, and you'll be a well being emotional person. Thank you once again for listening to me. We'll meet again another day with another interesting topic. Bye till then. Take care.